A carjacking victim speaking to the one and only tonight.
And his story, no doubt a terrifying one. All of this starting at a gas station in Pembroke Park, and that's where we find our own Derek Shore live tonight.
Yeah, this is where that ordeal started, a terrifying ordeal. We're talking about a guy who was carjacked, kidnapped, and beaten, and the suspect allegedly locking his jaw on that victim's hand.
I was opening my door, and that's when he had put the gun in my back.
It was a terrifying encounter that could have cost Raymond Martinez his life, a brutal crime that left him suffering from a human bite wound.
It was excruciating. It was pretty excruciating.
It started here at this Pembroke Park racetrack. Raymond stopping by to get some oil, coming out to his minivan.
Told me to get into the car. He had a gun.
The gunman slid open the back door and was able to get into the back seat, demanding Raymond to drive.
And that's when we drove. He gave me directions where to go.
They stopped at a nearby apartment building, that gunman grabbing the keys out of the ignition and now demanding his belongings. But when Raymond had no cash to give, the man gets out and gets in the front seat, telling him he wanted him to go somewhere else.
Now you have a gun pointed at me, and you want me to go somewhere, so I'm not going to take you anywhere.
With that gun in his face, Raymond grabs it.
And I was able to grab his arm with this hand and bend it back.
As they struggled over the revolver, the suspect punched Raymond. Then, something that hurt even more.
He had gotten on top of me, and he was biting me, and I was still squeezing it for like a good minute, 2 minutes.
Left with a bloody imprint of the suspect's teeth, but he's alive. Raymond able to jump out and run to get help. That suspect driving off with the van, but it was recovered just hours later.
Oh, I'm grateful I'm alive.
And we are told at least part of this incident was caught on surveillance tape here at the racetrack gas station. We're working with BSO to get that video and bring it to you. Meanwhile, if you have any information, a pretty vague description of that suspect, but if you happen to have any information about this crime, call Broward Crime Stoppers at 954-493-TIPS. We're live in Pembroke Park. Derek Shore, Local 10 News.